and welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you will stay. Espero que te quedes. So I haven't put out a video in the last few days because every single video I've done, something's just gone wrong. The last video, I accidentally recorded it without the volume because I had the cable plugged in. Un desastre completo. Así que, nada, voy a hacer un video súper corto para que por lo menos tengáis algo. So it's going to be a grammar video. And so it's just mistakes to watch out for, and things that will help you to understand better. And hopefully by pointing these points out, you won't make these mistakes and you will find it helpful somehow. Okay, so the first one I have is, and I've seen this mistake being made, this y ves. Even though the Spanish from Spain, you would say ves for the Z, but ves and ves. And sometimes when we're reading, we do get these two confused, but you need to remember that with the S, it's literally from the verb ver, okay, to see. So, te veo, okay, I see you. Ves la televisión. You're watching TV, you watch TV. Ves la televisión. Okay, so this is the verb ver. Not to be confused with ves, which means time. So for example, you might have seen alguna vez, una vez, once. Okay, so it's not the same thing. So that's the first thing. Do not make this mistake because we do often make this mistake when we're writing or we're reading and we confuse the two. Okay? And in saying that, ves and ves, it goes straight into point 2, which is, I'm sure you've seen this before. There's 3 ways the Spanish say time. Okay? First one I've just mentioned, vez. So you say una vez, which is once. Dos veces, twice. Okay? And then you have another way, hora, time again. So this would be, for example, if you're saying, ¿qué hora es? Okay, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? You would use it in this sense, okay, to ask for the time. Yeah. And then the other one is tiempo. Okay, so time again in this sense, you would use it to say ¿qué tiempo hace? For example, to talk about the weather, and puedes pensar en otra manera que podrías utilizar tiempo más que tiempo.
No.
¿Qué tiempo hace? Más bien eso, ¿no? ¿Qué tiempo hace? To talk more about weather. But we do translate these 3 things as time. So, vez, hora y tiempo. ¿Vale? ¿Y qué más teníamos? Número 3 teníamos, contracciones. So, contracciones, in English we have absolutely loads. So, for example, we have he is, contracción, he is. Okay? It is, it's. Cuando digo contracción, eso es lo que quiero decir. ¿Vale? So in Spanish, they don't have these. They've only got 2 that I can think of in the whole of the Spanish language. So the first one, I'm sure you've seen this, this word, which means tú. ¿Qué más significa a ver si me ayudas tú un poquito hoy. ¿Qué más? ¿Tú? ¿At? ¿Qué más? Ayúdame, por favor.
No sé nada más, lo siento.
Y bye. ¿No?
Claro.
Cuando lo sigue, él, what does él mean? ¿Qué significa él?
Esa es la verdadera cuestión.
The, right? Entonces, si tienes esto, A y él se contrae y hace al. Dame un ejemplo, por favor, a ver si me ayudas hoy.
Hoy.
Voy al
Centro.
Centro. Okay? So instead of saying boy, I am going to, and you put L, you wouldn't do that. Yeah? You'd contract it. So you take the A away and you just put al. Okay? ¿Entendemos o no? ¿Sí? Dame otro ejemplo. Estamos muertos hoy. Por favor, qué ayudante más mala tengo hoy. Da igual. The other example is de. What does de mean? ¿Qué significa de? Ayúdame. Of. Of. From.
Claro. Oh, claro.
Because of.
Ujú.
¿Qué más? Ayúdame.
No, ya te lo estoy diciendo yo mentalmente, por eso te viene en la cabeza y los estás escribiendo, ¿vale?
Vale, pues quedamos con eso. Vale, entonces, cuando le sigue él, por ejemplo, ¿qué? Dame un ejemplo, a ver.
No se me ocurre nada ahora mismo.
Es de...
Pepito.
¿De qué?
De Pepito. Es de Pepito.
Que no podemos contraer así, niña. Es del Madrid. O sea, el equipo de Madrid, ¿no? Tenemos, es del Madrid. El Madrid, en ese sentido, sería el equipo de Madrid, ¿ok? El Madrid, aquí no sería la ciudad, sería el equipo de Madrid. Entonces, si digo, es del Madrid, quiere decir, it means it's from supporter of the Madrid team. Maybe that one was a little bit complicated. So let's try another example with the contraction of de and el. Viene, he comes de el pueblo. Instead of saying del pueblo, de el pueblo, you wouldn't say de el pueblo. From the village, viene de el pueblo. You wouldn't say that. It sounds odd. So what you would do is you would get rid of the el, el, and just put viene del pueblo, de al lado. Okay? So those are the only two contractions that you have in Spanish. Okay? A and el, which becomes al, and de and el, which becomes del. Okay, so the only two contractions that you have, right? So that's where that comes from. Okay. Esta frase viene del libro, de mi libro favorito. Viene del libro de Cervantes. ¿Qué pasa?
Nada.
Del libro, okay? From the book. So instead of putting from and then the, you put del libro, from the book, okay? So that's de. Instead of me saying, viene de el libro, this makes no sense at all. You just put del libro, okay? If you've still got any problems with that because I didn't explain that very well, please let me know. Estoy súper cansada, ha sido un día muy largo, lo siento. Vale, las exclamaciones, okay? Remember, where you would put an exclamation in English, for example, if you'd say, date prisa. Date prisa. Date prisa. Jesús, Emilia, por favor, tienes la cámara así.
No, la cámara está bien.
Date prisa. En inglés ponemos así, ¿no? En español, siempre, you always have to put one at the beginning as well. Always. And this also goes for the questions. So if I'm saying, what's your name? In English, we just say, what's your name? And the question mark would go here. ¿Cómo te llamas? I can't even write today. ¿Cómo te llamas? Has to go here as well. Okay? And it's so funny because I always see Spanish children writing in English and putting the question mark at the beginning as well. Obviously, we don't do this in English at all. Only in Spanish. So you can't forget to put it at the beginning, upside down, and at the end of the sentence as well. Okay? Whether it's exclamation or it's a question mark. Right? Okay. Next point. I'm only going to do 2 more because estamos muy cansados hoy. Yo estoy especialmente cansada. Así que 2 más y terminamos, ¿vale? When you're talking, imagine that you are in an exam and they say to you, what do you want to be when you're older? ¿Qué quieres ser de mayor? Instead of saying what we would say in English, which would be, I want to be a doctor. Okay? Quiero ser un médico. You wouldn't say that. Why? We don't use the A as we would in English. You would just simply say, quiero ser médico. Okay? I want to be doctor, not I want to be a doctor, like we do. So we need to take that article out that we normally use in English. We omit it because it doesn't exist and it doesn't make any sense when you put it in Spanish. Okay? So if I'm saying I'm a teacher, for instance, I would just say soy. Obviously in English I say I'm a teacher, but you wouldn't say soy una profesora. You just say soy profesora, soy profesora. Or si eres hombre, soy profesor. Okay, so the un that we normally put in English to say I am a, and then the profession, you omit that completely in Spanish. Okay? If you have any doubts, again, do let me know. And the last point is from the verb gustar. I used to get this really confused, really mixed up, and I never quite understood how to use the verb gustar when I was in lower school. So gustar, we get very confused because sometimes it ends in an N and sometimes it's an O, and we don't, it's a problem. It's a problematic verb. So let's conjugate first of all. Me gusta. A ver si puedes ayudar con esta, señorita. Me gusta. Te
gusta.
Te gusta.
Le gusta.
Oh, Dios mío. Dame fuerza. Te gusta. Le gusta.
Nos gusta.
Nos gusta.
Os gusta.
Os, we only use in Spain. In South America, it's not really used. Os gusta.
Y les gusta.
Y
les gusta.
Now, this is not where the problem lies. The problem comes when we start to talk about plural things. That's one of the problems. What happens when we talk about things that we like when it's plural?
You have to add an N.
Yes, so if you want to say, me gusta...
Las croquetas.
Las croquetas, por ejemplo. Las croquetas. What you would do is... El cansancio. You just put me gustan to show that the thing that you're talking about is plural. It's more than one. ¿Ya? ¿Lo entiendes o no? Sí. Vale. Again, it's very confusing when you want to say you like someone. How would you say... Alright, you'd say you like someone. It's easy to say me gusta... Dime que te gusta alguien. How would you say me gusta alguien?
Pues me gusta alguien.
Me gusta María. ¿Ok?
Vale, pues me gusta María.
how would you say she likes me?
Yo le gusto a María.
Yo le gusto?
Sí.
Yo
le gusto a María.
Le gusto a María. So then this changes. Okay, so yo le gusto a María. It's just basically saying, well, Maria likes me. And since the person liking is liking me, that makes no sense in English at all. So that's why the gusto would be here instead of gusta. Okay? Because gusto refers to the fact that she likes me. Le gusto. She likes me. Whereas me gusta, saying I like it or her, whatever it might be. Guys, I hope you find this useful, and I will try to get the other video out that was supposed to be in this week's place. And hasta la próxima. A dormir.